Fun. We need more fun in the NHL. We need more characters. And the character I want to think of right now is Jordan Binnington. So last night was really, he was pulled after the Sharks put 4 goals past him. At the time, that made the game 4-3 San Jose. St. Louis would win the game 7-6, by the way. One of the craziest games of the year. So, Alex, I kind of teased this to Daniel. I've went and made a bit of a diagram here.
Yeah, I needed to figure out what that was.
Okay, so go to the YouTube. I'll try to explain this as best as possible. In front of me, I've kind of developed what I see. So this is kind of what the SAP Center looks like. And there's a very important reason for this. That's where they played last night. So Jordan Black kind of here is the Blues bench, Jordan Binnington, and his sort of path it starts, right? So as he gets pulled, he has to go by the Sharks bench. But what's interesting here, Alex, is this yellow box, which is actually, if we go width-wise, is actually the other side of the benches. So it was actually sort of out of Binnington's way. Now, normally the goalie who relieves you, you give him a tap or whatever, right? But in the video of what's about to happen, I'm going to explain, you don't even see Ville Husso. So what happens is Binnington starts, because he gets pulled, he's angry. He goes past the Sharks bench here. He then circles back because Radim Simek must have said something to him. He goes to the bench, gives Radim Simek a shot out of nowhere. Everyone's like, what are you doing, you fool? Then he starts skating down towards the tunnel, randomly gives Erik Karlsson a shot. I tried to make a Swedish flag, but, and this is Karlsson because he has the long hair. So you see different
Where's the
here,
mustache?
That's true. So then he goes down, and then Devin Dubnyk is like, what the hell is wrong with you? He gives him a shove too because he's just socked 2 of his players. Like, Karlsson didn't even see it coming. He didn't drop it. It wasn't a full sucker punch.
No.
And then Binnington leaves. So what my diagram sort of shows here, and if you watch the video and you know the layout of the SAP Center, he goes out his way to run into as many Sharks as possible.
Why?
And he just picks a fight, takes shots at like throws his blocker in the face of 3 Sharks. Now people are calling him a baby, and it's like,
I mean, a little
whatever.
bit. A little bit.
I love it because Binnington is obviously,
he's a character.
He's a character. I love this. I love the bad guys.
Okay, I'll put it like this: it was childish, but it was funny. That's the thing.
It's a much watered down version of what Ron Hextall would do back in the day.
Yeah.
Instead of just going to take someone's head off, he was just like, I'm gonna punch you.
I think it's funny. Here's the thing. Here's my thing. It's funny the first time if you do it every once in a while, but if it's every single time, it's the same with Tortorella. Every time it's a bad loss and he decides to not want to talk to the media. It's funny the first time. It's funny the second time. The third time, if I'm a journalist, I'm like, why am I here? Like, I'm not getting a quote. My story is just going to be John Tortorella leaves.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing.
I love it. Like give me more of it. It was a talking point today. Again, we can't keep giving players crap for showing their personality. Criticize them, because that's obviously going to happen. Like NBA players get it all the time when they're like James Harden was getting all the crap earlier in the year.
But it was funny. I'll give him that.
It was, but the Binnington stuff was hilarious. I love it so much. Just what a guy. Just punches 3 Sharks on his way off.
Totally.
It reminds me of when Tuukka Rask, I think he was must have been playing with Providence. It's that famous clip of him just ruining his stick against a post, and he's walking off the bench, but he gets stuck and he walks into his own stick. It's hilarious stuff. You love to see it.